Hi everyone, it's Sue with Ully Cat's Designs and Ully Cat's World blog, and I'm back again today with another Cup of Good Cheer card, and this time it is an A2 size card. It is a pop-up, and it is a little mini mug or cup of hot cocoa using Karen Burniston's mini pop-up ball, along with some of her stamps and other pieces. The dies that I used include Karen Burniston's mini pop-up ball. I used the tail from the Mini Ball Add-ons Monkey and Lion set. Now I did use Stampin' Up's Latte Love to get the top of the cocoa mug, and then to create the lip around this part right here, I used the hexagon from Double Ups from the Mini Ball and the Bitty Ball, or you could use the Mini Ball piece and the Bitty Ball pop-up. So you've got two choices there. To cover my inside and outside panels, I just used the largest of the rectangles crosshatch. And then for all of the decorative labels, they came from the rectangles crosshatch set. And then for the saucer, I used the second smallest of the crosshatch labels. So to show you how I put this Cup of Good Cheer together, I want to start by making the pop-up ball, and this is the mini one again. And I've used coated cardstock, and because it has a coating, I've had to use double-sided tape, but I'll also be using my Limeco neutral glue. And anytime I make a pop-up ball, I find it's best if I number the order that I'm going to assemble them. So what I first do is I decide that if the opening for the rubber bands are on this side, the last two that I want to close up will be the ones on the same side as the opening. And you always want to start with the rubber band side tabs. So when assembling, I'm putting one and one together. When I numbered them, you'll notice that 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I like to let that first one dry. Now to do the handle, I'm going to take some of my low-tack tape. This actually comes from scrapbook.com, although there are other brands. I stamped my top of my hot chocolate with the stamp, and I used the Sunbird Spark Velvety Dye ink in Canyon. So the next thing I'll do is I have taken, this is the hexagon die, that is the Bitty Ball size, and I've actually taken mine from my Double Up set, and then we'll just die cut it. And since this didn't go all the way around, I'm just kind of helping it bit, and that will dry a little bit lighter. And the way I got my rim to go on around the outside is I took the two different sizes of the hexagon dies and cut one inside the other. I've cut two more of the hexagon frames, this time from white, and I've taken my red Sharpie marker around the outside edge. And there's the top of our mug. I'm okay with the inside having a little bit of a white rim, because the inside of the mug probably would. So our first glue joint should be dry enough now. We will work on doing the next ones. And I like to put a little glue on the inside. And now I just realized one of my first steps should have been to glue these tabs in on our first ones. So before I go any further, I will make sure I glue those triangles in before we do tab number 4. I used 1/8 of an inch wide double-sided tape. So now it's time to put in the rubber band, and this is a number 8 rubber band. Karen Burniston does sell those on her website. We're trying to get the rubber band down to where there is a hole punched out. I don't know if you can see it in there, but that's where the rubber band needs to be. And now we'll put it across to the other side. And again, once we have it in both the holes, then we can go ahead and close up the other two sides. So with that all glued together now, I've decided I want to make this the top. I will use some 1/2 inch wide double-sided tape and again some glue. You can see by doing those extra layers, it does make it look like that hot chocolate is down inside. I did take my red marker and go around the white edges, and now I just realized I should have put the tape inside that edge instead of this edge. So now with the tape on the right side of our keys, and now we're going to put some glue just on the one side of the tape. And it does look like our tape is sticking. So we'll let that dry. And there's our little cup of hot chocolate. I hope you enjoyed this and got some inspiration, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.